understand you and Adrian are estranged at the moment, is that right?
Well, I can't control him. Ever since his dad cleared off, he just went off the rails. Made me feel it was all my fault.
Well, it seems to me he knows what he's done is wrong. He's not a bad kid, really. You see, I had a falling out with my mum and dad before they died. Never had the chance to make it up to them. If I had, I might have had a very different life, Mrs. Jenner.
It's totally above and beyond.
What are you moaning about? It's silky smooth, that.
Get off. Very funny. I feel like a plucked chicken.
Well, you didn't suffer for nothing. The sunglasses you brought back, the labelling, design number and packaging matched the shipment stolen from the lorry.
And the girl from the salon, Annalise White, Cindy tells me that she lives in a flat paid for by her rich boyfriend.
Ray Disley pays her rent.
Yeah, and I think he might be asking more than just his girlfriend, innit? See, Disley wouldn't risk an operation like this by putting a bit of business his girlfriend's way.
So you think she's helping herself?
Well, I think we should get a warrant to search Annalise's place and find out. He wouldn't be the first person she's ripped off today, will he? Don't scratch it.
We're going to have to interview Ben again, and this time present him with all the facts.
Yeah, look, I wanted to tell him, but when I saw the state he was in, I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, but he clearly knows something. He's just not talking about it.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I think?
What?
This is not about not telling Ben. It's about not telling anybody, isn't it? I mean, you haven't told Lucy's kids, have you?
No.
So if this relationship is so fine, what's all this secrecy about?
I don't know.
What do you got? It was those traction engines. I was trying to think why else he might be taking face to them. And I thought they all looked like collector's items. Maybe he's selling them. These are from the camera.
This is the same picture.
I just found 7 or 8 of them, all from the same seller.
What's that Marl 1G?
Marlon Gregory.
He's on the sex offenders register.
I remember now. He's part of the Fry House scandal. The head of the ring refused to name names.
I just read about him, a guy called Darren McCall.
Yeah, he's a nasty bit of work. He was done for serial abuse going back years.
This Marlon Gregory, though, he's only been released 3 months ago. He's on the vulnerable prison unit at Longmarsh.
That's the same wing as your brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's go pick him up.
Thanks for that.
No problem.
What do you reckon of these ones? Bit of me?
Bit of evidence, actually. Can you put them back? So Ray Disley isn't as clever as we first thought?
No, not when it comes to women. Puts Annalise up in a nice flat, somewhere he can stash all his stuff, only to find he's chosen a greedy one who's skimming off the top. It's unlucky, isn't it?
Zane, we've got the goods. Any sign of the suspects, over?
Both suspects in view. Ray Disley and Annalise White entering the beauty salon now. You want us to move on them, over?
Yes, move on the...
Hang on, you're not going to move on them in Cindy's place.
I can't let Ray Disley walk out of this. Yes.
Yeah, well, let me warn Cindy first. Come on, I promised her I wouldn't interfere with her work. It's a big deal to her.
We cannot risk losing Ray Disley just to keep you out of the doghouse. Yes, please, move on the suspects now.
I'm supposed to be showing her that she can trust me nowadays.
Hey, where are you going?
Uniform got Marlon Gregory at home, and he fits Steve's description of the suspects.
Right, I'm coming in with you.
No, absolutely not.
He came to my home and he hurt Lucy.
You're far too close to this, Terry.
Please.
No, I can't.
Please. Okay, listen. I promise. I'll be calm. I promise.
All right, okay, all right. Well, all right. So he obviously knows who you are,
right,
because he's been taking photographs of you. We'll use that, but I lead.
Oh, all right, what do you want me to do?
Nothing. We just sit tight, right? Unnerve him. I'll do the talking.
Okay.
But you just...
Yeah.
Mr. Gregory. Dear Sir Costa, Police Perkins, interviewing Marlon Gregory. Interview commencing 10:51. Okay, Marlon. Right, do you recognize this? For the benefit of the tape, I'm showing the suspect a digital camera.
It's a camera.
It was taken from the site of an assault on Vermont Gardens this morning. Is it yours?
They all look alike to me.
Except this one has pictures uploaded to an internet auction site which you were running. And it was taken off you by one of our officers as he was trying to arrest you.
I wasn't doing anything wrong.
Except walking into a property and seriously assaulting the occupant.
Look, I don't want to be interviewed by him.
No, he's not interviewing you. I'm interviewing you. So what were you doing outside this property?
Taking pictures.
Why? Marlon? You're, what, 3 months out of prison? You're still on parole. You're still on the sex offenders register. You've just assaulted a woman in her own home. Now, how do you think that this is all going for you? Because, you see, if I were you, if kind of coercion involved, I would